In this tutorial, we continue the second part of faces. Let's start off with fill tool. Let's press Ctrl F. Come here to fill. Click on it. So fill will simply fill in a loop of edges with faces. As you can see here. Down here we have a panel. Let's open it. So we have beauty. Okay. This one gives better looking of faces. So you can see if we turn off the way the edges are aligning themselves and the faces, it is different. For beautify faces, we do the same thing with the beauty option, but it does not do to existing geometry. This helps in cleaning up messy topology you have. Let's say, for example, press Ctrl F, then you click. You can see it is similar to the fill tool, beauty. Now let's go over to the grid fill. For this one, I'll use inner circle. So grid fill allows us to take in a shape and fill it in with grid of faces. So let me press Ctrl F. Let's press in grid fill. As you can see, we are filled with grid of faces over here. Down here, we have an option, the grid fill panel option. So span is the number of columns. We reduce it. As you can see, the number of columns are reducing. Currently, we have 1, we have only 2, we have 3, 4. To change the starting point, we can change it to the offset down here. That basically changes the starting point. And the simple blending is another way of calculating how to generate the grid. Now let's take a look at intersecting tools. This one we use a cube. Press Shift A, go to meshes and add in a cube. Let's go into edit mode. Let's duplicate our cube by pressing Shift D. Let's start off with the intersect knife. So come here, Ctrl F, the intersect knife. We have cut over here. As we can see, we have intersected a knife tool. Let me go back. Then press Ctrl F. Again, intersect the knife. We have a panel down here for the intersect knife. For the selected and unselected, it intersects based on the other meshes. The self-select intersects on itself. Down here we have the separate mode. So it is set by default at cut. So cut it will intersect at individual of each mesh. Next we have merge. We'll merge two vertices to intersect at a point. So it will merge, for example, here, forming two joints. Okay. The last one we have all. That's the intersected portion away from other meshes. So we remain with two different things here. Say, for example, I remove that one, and let me remove this one. As you can see, we are left with part by itself, that was intersected. Next up, let's look at the Boolean modifier. Let me undo on this one. Use the same cube. Let's do a duplicate. Press Shift D. Okay. Let's press Ctrl F and select the intersect boolean. As you can see, our cube has disappeared. We have some options over here. Let's understand it. So Boolean operations, we have intersect, union, and difference. By default, it is set to difference, as it will subtract. It has subtracted a portion of our cube. So the difference subtracts the selected mesh from the other mesh. To reverse it, we can choose a swap option. For example, union. So this one will unite the two of them. Then intersect, forming only leaving one part. That's about the intersect boolean. Now let's understand about the welding of edges and faces. That we'll use this example over here. The welding of edges and faces, it will take this corner over here and put this mesh to join it. So for that, let me press Ctrl F and press it. You can see it has formed a good corner over here. Yeah, that's it about the welding.